Hello, welcome to VAD Inspires, and welcome to the second issue of Strictly Personal. And actually, I want to start with this question: have you ever felt envy when you go online on a social media like TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, and you see these people with a huge amount of followings, and you think to yourself, "Why don't I have that?" Maybe you're a creator or you're a producer, and maybe you're still starting out, or maybe you've been at the game for a little while, but you haven't gotten the result that you think you deserve. And that can make you feel a little bit envious about other people's success. And I can certainly attest to that idea that it can get to you. It can make you feel a little bit down. It can make you feel a little bit bad. It can make you feel a little bit envious about other people's success. When you go to TikTok, there's Charlie, Dixie, or Chase. Or when you go to Instagram, they're like all the celebrities and musicians, or even people who are just posting selfies of them and getting thousands of likes or millions of followers. And you think to yourself, why even try at all? Why even engage in all of this? How come they get so much attention and I get nothing? And that can get to you for a little bit. And I've certainly felt that over the years in trying to build myself online. But here's the truth. Here's the very real honest truth. I have been posting for about 4 years now, right? But the fact is, this idea that I just shared with you in the beginning, this idea of being envious, I think has been part of why I haven't succeeded yet, or I haven't, have some kind of a concrete evidence to show that I've been online for 4 years. And that's the fact that I haven't been very consistent, right? I post consistently for a month, and then I go out for maybe another 3 months, and then I come back for another month, and then I go off for another 6 months, and then I come back. And it's just my mind playing ego tricks on me, my mind playing games on me. And I haven't just sat down and tried to learn about myself and try to learn how I can be more consistent, instead of just focusing on other people and focusing on the platform, or focusing on likes and comments and subscribers and followers. Instead of just calming down and building my story and crafting my story and honing my craft, I focus on all of those things. And even now, as I'm talking to you, I can just remember vividly how it used to affect me a lot before. Now it affects me very little, because I have come to the realization that if you work hard, if you keep your head down and work hard and be consistent, you can attain that which you want. You can attain that success, whether you want to be an influencer, whether you want to be a motivational speaker or a life coach like me. And that can happen. But again, this is strictly personal, so I'm just leveling with you here. I really understand that. And part of what makes it very great for me to work, what makes it great for me to wake up and work now and not get bothered so much by the like and subscribers and comments, is the fact that I listened to someone named Garyvee, right? I mean, this guy is the vaudevillain of social media, and he's been at it for a while. And if you listen to him, you will understand the fact that, you don't have to focus on the likes and the comments and the subscribers and the followers. Just do you. And if you do that consistently enough and be consistent with the little audience that you have, you will grow. And he is the prime evidence of that. That's number one thing that has helped me. Number two is the fact that all that glitters is not gold. When you go online and you see all of these people with millions of followers and likes and comments and stuff like that, many of them are not real. Many of them are not down to earth. Many of them are superficial. But again, that's what many people are interested in. But it doesn't mean that you have to join the trend. It doesn't mean you have to join what everyone is doing. That's part of carving out your own niche, carving out your own personal story, and building an audience around that. Because someone is interested in your story. Someone is interested in your experiences. Someone is interested in what you have to offer, but you have to be consistent in delivery, which I wasn't, and now I'm planning to be. Right? So that's the deal. That's number one. That's number two, because all the guilt is not good. But to this second effect, to this second idea, I want to share with you an audio manuscript from Earl Nightingale, and this is his Insight series, and this one is titled Soul Surgery. So I have the audio transcript here, so I'm going to read it to you because I think it's very powerful, and it hits home to this idea of, looking beyond the obvious, looking beyond what we see and trying to be more deeper than that. Okay. It went like this. So it says, if your face is ugly, learn to sing. So it says, there is just as much for you and I as it is for anyone else. It's a matter of building our strengths instead of wailing and gnashing our teeth over our weaknesses. Don't mistake the obvious for the truth, because the whole world, we're more interested in what a person looks like than what's underneath, which is like the superficial attitude that the ancient people held, that the sun traveled around the earth, because that's what it appeared to do. So whether it's an automobile or an individual, that which is great is always hidden from our view. Whatever that causes us to create, to be great, whatever that causes us to be great is that which we cannot see by looking at it. What we look like, we can express little control over, which is our superficial, our facial expression, but what will become the meaning of our lives, that's in our hands. And he went on to say that what happens to us, especially when the bright sheen of youth has faded, will depend on how we build the other 99% of our strengths that are invisible. And he ended with this example that a new office collapsed, killing a number of people in the office, but it had looked fine from the outside. So is this idea that if your face is ugly, learn to sing, is this idea that if you don't look good, it doesn't matter? Because most of our strengths, the 99% of our strengths, are that which we can build. We can exercise little control over our looks, but we can exercise great control, a tremendous amount of control over how we build our mind, over what we do with our lives, over the characteristics we make, over how consistent we can be, over how committed we can be. So this sums up the second point of all that guilt is not gold. And you, me, everyone as an individual has a strength, a skill that is innately his. And it's my goal and it's your goal for all of us to figure that out. Because in that we can bless the world, in that we can bless our family, in that we can bless ourselves, in that we can enrich our experiences. So I urge you to not focus so much on the superficial, which is the facial expression, or what something appears to look like, whether you're online or whether you are in physical life. And just focus on you, do you, and try to figure out a way for you to provide value to your audience, value to the people that are in your space. So I hope this idea that I shared with you helped a little bit. And I hope that from sharing my own experience with you, that you will learn something from it. And I hope that you go out there, express yourself, and be happy. So thanks for watching as always, and stay inspired.